The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
That offensive line, if they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first down throw for Winston. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains wins in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Green Bay.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard. The pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Again, brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Winston. That will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. Opening, and there he goes. In the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag there. Some tackle away, a long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Third and long for Winston. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 at the 41. From the gun, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Winston. As he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
It's a gain of
to give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good catch by Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Saints' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. And Winston lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He's got a first down, much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And 3.
To throw, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Pass complete. It's Bird. He will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Winston now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
With 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Winston. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Full 5-yard loss that time.
It's going to make second down pretty tough. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Rodgers now to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete to Troutman right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Again, it's Winston finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Packers' 20-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Now Winston. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Will Lutz Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Devontae Adams, incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Austin. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move